Gotta have my cup.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta tell people what you think.
No, I usually keep it covered. All right.
It's actually not early in the morning, believe it or not.
No, I'm selling you snake oil. Lies. I haven't pooped today though. Where's that?
I didn't know why.
He stuck the house up though, so he did enough for both of us. All right, NAMM recap. NAMM 2023.
Yeah, it's friggin' deadly.
The dark side NAMM.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be sad about it based on it wasn't super busy. It was fun. That's the difference.
Yeah, a lot of time to actually speak with people instead of, we're not vendors.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, for those who don't know, NAMM isn't for the fanboys, it's for the vendors. So when you're a YouTuber or a fan of gear or a fan of a company and you get to sit there and talk with people that directly, either the owner or the builders or people who work directly with, it's kind of a gift,
Yeah.
You don't have access to like being in front of those people. You can email. I mean, you can live through email, and sometimes these people I met were people that I did interact with emails, but I got to talk to them in person, which was nice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could always go and chase them down wherever their business location is, but it's an awful lot easier to do it now.
Yeah, when you have everybody in the same building.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I saw about half what I wanted to. So when people said there wasn't enough there, I was there for 3 days and never made it upstairs.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it over into the far wing. I cut through it once because I went through the wrong door, but as far as like visiting booths and stuff, I literally spent all my time in hall A, B, C, D, right? The guitar section of A, B, C, and D.
Yeah. Yeah, D was the one with the all the DJ equipment and stuff like that.
Okay, I didn't go into hall D. I did poop in their hall though.
Oh, nice.
I dropped some bass.
Great. Big bass drop. Yeah, I mean there was actually booths I couldn't even find.
Yeah.
So like, I mean it wasn't small.
Well, I had a hard time finding Westminster Effects because they were in with another company and they had these crazy guitars, but his pedals were down like on the thing, and I really wanted to meet him because the guy that runs that section, he's such a sweet guy. What's up, dude? But I really wanted to make sure I got to physically talk to him. I wanted to try a couple pedals, and it's way easier for me to try them there than it is for him to go out of pocket sending me something.
Yeah.
Which, don't worry, guys. I did do a video. If for some reason my video card reader that has my SD card in it surfaces again, I'll have it out. But right now, my memory stick is being a fuck stick, and it's playing hide and go seek, and it is fucking winning. It ain't good.
Yeah, that's not optimal.
All right, without insulting anybody, this is not an insult, it's personal preference. What was your favorite piece of gear you ran across?
I was going to ask you the exact same thing. Favorite piece of gear I ran across, I would say Driftwood, the new Signature amp.
That is fucking fantastic.
I think that was the best, that was the most exciting thing I ran across.
My most exciting thing I can't talk about because it was a behind the curtain secret thing. So we're going to go with my second.
Okay. Just don't say it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
And the guy who I'm going to mention is probably going to be mad and try to figure out what was my favorite thing that I can't talk about. But I'm sure everybody's going to kind of have that. And I guess maybe part of it is the secrecy behind it makes it a little bit cooler, I guess. But really, sure, it's not a far stretch. I actually had to think about it to decide which one was my favorite. I've been thinking about this since yesterday, by the way. It's got to be the new KSR Orion. That thing is just stupid fucking good.
Yeah, did you see when Josh was doing his performance?
Oh yeah, I've been seeing this thing for a minute. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle's a good dude. He should not give me any attention whatsoever. But Kyle and his company KSR has been extremely kind to me and my fucked up little YouTube channel. Even though I don't go through the right channels every time, which I'm sure he right now is just fucking shaking his head, going, "Oh, I wish he didn't say that." But I do. I'm guilty of abusing privileges from time to time, not realizing I'm doing it until someone reminds me that I'm doing it.
Nice.
Yeah, Kyle might have called me out. That's right, fucker. You didn't think I was going to mention that?
by the way. As in response to
Bang! Yes, you too can put fucked up shit on a cup and I will use it in videos. Addresses all over the internet. Send naked pictures of your mom.
So if you what was the most disappointing thing? Again, without like upsetting people.
Are you talking about a piece of gear or an interaction? Because I've got one of each.
Probably
you can only
both?
pick one.
Oh, okay.
I can't kick two people while they're down. I can only kick one.
Was it the same person?
No, okay. It wasn't. It was two separate instances.
Let's see. It's probably. You want to play it safe or?
No, I don't care. I left it up to you. The internet don't like me anyway, so I don't give a shit.
It'd probably be more interesting for the person, the interaction.
All right, the interaction of the person. Ola Unglin.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to explain any of it or no?
Ola's a busy man. Ola deals with who he wants to deal with, and sometimes taking an extra second. But I will say, on the other side of the thing, my God, is his wife a peach. She's the sweetest thing on the planet.
Louise is awesome. Yeah, for sure.
And he wonders why people like Louise a little bit better. Let me explain this to you, Ola. One, she's a lot prettier. Sorry, dude. She just is. She's funny. She's kind. You are funny and kind. But, she has conversation. So yeah, she's a little more personal. But again, you don't have as much time as she does, but it was a little because my conversation was basically bookended quickly to go talk to somebody from a significantly larger YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think the size of the channel should affect how you greet and or converse with somebody.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same. I feel like Ola was probably my least exciting interaction. We actually ran into him when we got there. We drove overnight and we pulled in, and then he happened to be going down for breakfast, and it was
literally the first people we saw.
Yeah, the first people we saw in California basically were Ola and Louise. And I understand I'm sure they were tired. They were just they didn't want to be bothered. They wanted to go for breakfast. Cool, awesome. I just said hello and moved on. And then later on, the Seymour Duncan guys showed up while I was talking to him at the booth, and then he kind of disappeared on me. So whatever, no big deal. Again, I'm nobody. I have a much smaller YouTube channel than Sean does.
But he is Kevin Puumala.
Yeah. So, like, it was just... it was... I mean, I guess the interactions you have are as they are for a reason. Yeah. But to a certain point, it's like, I put a lot... Personally, I put a lot into Ola and his whole ecosystem, I suppose.
His brand.
And it was just kind of a disappointing experience personally. So, not everybody gets along super well, and it's just a matter of like finding your group of people and spending more time with them and less time with people that are less interested in spending time with you, right? And so,
well, some of that too. Like literally, Ola runs a business as well. Yeah. Now, this isn't a kick at Ola. It's just, it was literally the least climatic, or whatever you want to call it, interaction. It was like saying hi to a stranger on the sidewalk to be pleasant. That's a good analogy to use.
Yeah.
Not somebody who has been sort of involved for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want a pat on the back or anything. I think I was more irritated that I was blown off because somebody literally is a little bit bigger of a person than I am on YouTube. And maybe that's an arrogant thing. I don't know. I'm okay if it is an arrogant thing because I talk to a lot of people with smaller channels than I have and that are just trying to figure out how to navigate just being a decent human being in this fucking suckhole they call YouTube and I had all the time in the world for them, and I had places to go, and I still took the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I even, I wouldn't say blown off my friends that were waiting for me to speak to them, but I took the time. You know, your friends you see all the time, right? Or you talk to all the time. If you don't talk to them or see them all the time, they're not your fucking friends. Put that out there. You have to at least be able to reach out and converse, right?
For sure.
And you have access to them all the time. As somebody who puts themselves out in the public eye, sometimes people run into you and you're almost like, it's almost like you're make-believe until they see you standing in front of them. Which I thought was really bizarre because I don't see myself as anybody. I think I'm just like them. I'm just a fucking fan of all this shit. You know, to me, gear, I don't do drinking, I don't do drugging, I don't do womanizing, I don't build cars, I fucking hate sport. I like this. This is my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it just is. I love my toys. I do. Mm-hmm. This room right here is my happy place. All 10 by 12 of it. Makes me happy.
Yeah. You jam all your stuff in it.
Yeah. Literally.
Kind of like other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Every hole must be filled.
It was neat. It was definitely worth the effort. What I always find interesting about NAMM is that, if nothing else, you're at least putting yourself in the space. If you want to be involved in music, you know, sitting in your bedroom on YouTube or like, you know, recording videos or whatever might get you somewhere. But at the same time, if nobody has a clue who you are, then you're not really going to get where you want to go. Like, opportunities pop up when you just show up. So, you know, it makes a big difference.
Well, here's a question for you. What's something you never heard of before, you didn't think that would even be on your radar as something that you could see usable, that you got stumbled on?
I have a guess what yours is, but let's see here. I mean, I definitely saw some equipment that was quite surprising to me. I found a lot of things, a lot of companies that like continue not to make the types of things I'm looking for, which is fun and exciting. But I don't know, like I feel like guitar amps were definitely something that, I don't know, I was finding myself drifting away from a bit. And then you get to hear like the Orion and some of the Driftwood stuff and so on. And it's like, no, that sounds really good. It'd be hard to replace that with digital stuff, right? So, I don't know. I kind of feel like I may be going in the Driftwood direction in the future.
It's a good direction to go.
I don't know. It wasn't overly surprising because I was there in 2020, 2021, 2022, and now. But those rough guitars I found was kind of interesting because I didn't realize there would be a competitor to Aristides at this point.
And they're not just a competitor.
Yeah.
I have played both in the same day. I was so taken back. Let's talk about rough. I should have been wearing the shirt. Would have made it funny.
Yeah.
Super nice guys. English not their favorite thing.
They're from Poland. So.
Yeah, they're definitely not English. They're not even Spanglish, which I probably could have deciphered that. They're something else. But they're sweet, nice guys. They know their product very well.
Yeah.
And I played it, and I was like, wow, this plays really good. And I was like, it's a direct competitor to Aristides. Now there's just more than one. There's the... And it's such a big difference, because you go to Aristides, and you pick up basically the same guitar. And the Aristides booth was almost $6,000. Did not sound better, did not play better, did not look better. Let's face it, at least Ruff has like a normal fucking headstock. I hate the Aristides headstock. I love Aristides, the guys are so nice, but their headstock is ugly. You know what? The ugly as a chick who shot her face off and you're really horny and you're gonna fuck her anyway. That's Aristides. There's a lot of money involved. And they talk about how expensive it is to pour their guitar and to make it in their mold, but then you talk to the Ruff guys, their guitars are $2,000 less. That's not $200, that's not $20, $2,000 left. They're using the same composite. They're using the same steel frets. They're using high-end electronics. They're using the best pickups in the game. You're not losing anything.
Mm-hmm.
$2,000 difference is a fucking statement.
And they had some pretty cool finishes too.
Yep. Those were done just for NAMM, by the way.
Oh, okay.
To show what they were capable of. Because when you order it, this is the funny thing. I don't know if it's this way with Aristides too, because I've always kind of told Aristides what I kind of wanted. Then I got the price and I was like, shit. I could buy like 6 different guitars for that. And I really still to this day, I love Aristides and the guys. They've been so kind answering questions for me. So they're really good people. Mm. The money is tough. Shut up. The money is tough. And it literally is... Can you be loyal to a company? Sure. But before I'm loyal to anything, I'm loyal to my fucking bank account. And that's not to pick on anybody. It's not to shit on the company. I'm never going to shit on Aristides. They might have a competitor now, but they made that market possible. If there was no Aristides, nothing. And I'm sure there's going to be even more. We're going to end up with like Chinese fucking fakes before too long. They're going to be even way cheaper. Maybe ESP or somebody's going to be like, we probably should get on the composite train. And they're just going to fuck the whole game up.
Or maybe BC Rich.
BC Rich they just need to set that building on fire. They fucking come out with equally shitty guitars.
Yeah. And
charge an extra $1,000? Fuck BC Rich. Right in their fucking caca hut. You hear that, BC Rich? Right in your butthole.
The only reason I brought it up, they made that acrylic guitar at one point. But
yeah, and it sounded like monkey ass.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that out there. It looked cool and all, but it sounded like shit. Yeah. I think the only people that actually did acrylic guitars that were awesome, Fernandez had that one they did for that Rob Zombie's guitarist, Riggs, that had the blood inside it that moved around. That was pretty dope. And I got to play Riggs' guitar.
Really?
Yeah, he actually lives like an hour from here.
Nice.
I didn't play it at his house. Don't worry, guys. Don't go out, hit this guy up and go, this fat piece of shit said he was a... No, I did never go to his house. I got to try it at they were playing a gig, and I was told I could fucking chug away on it for a second. This was many, many, many years ago, okay? Before we were all old. So bad decisions could have been made.
Yeah.
Lots of them. So, but they're essentially, without minor little Aristides things that don't equivalent to $2,000, essentially the same guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both shaped like S-Series guitars, which, if you don't know what an S-Series guitar is, that basically means Strat style. And their headstocks are cooler. For a metal guy, the Aristides headstocks are just not doing it for me at all. They don't even come close to even getting me remotely excited. One, you can't get a reversed headstock, which to me, I'll never understand that, because with aggressive music, you want a reversed headstock because you're putting more distance and more weight on the chug string, or the thack string, or the high string, which it is a high string, by the way. Low is the other way. Right?
Depends how you look at it.
So from a technical aspect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Did you actually find
it is no, low is on the top because high to low.
You do find there's a tension difference by having that
massive
string? Yeah.
Massive. Well, you're adding, and like on my reverse headstock I have over here, you're adding 6 inches.
Yeah.
What would your old lady do if you added 6 inches? She'd make noises like that.
She'd probably make noises like that, yeah.
Yeah. Things would be much tighter.
Yes.
The first time. After that.
Yes.
We're not talking about you, Kim. I got you, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to say that having a direct competitor, I think at the end of the day, I think Aristides might look at what they're doing, reevaluate what they're doing, and I think they will come out with a product that, even though they have a competitor, you won't think of their competitor. I think they learned that lesson this year too, because people could touch them side by side, right?
Right. They were close together too.
Yeah. So, and maybe they won't. If they don't, that's on them, because their product is good. It doesn't really need to be revamped. I mean, the headstock thing, that's a preference thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But take $2,000 off the price tag, give me a reverse headstock. I've been white for a minute. I'm probably going to go with rough.
Yeah.
Because they're not worse. They're not better. They're fretboard to body, essentially the same exact thing. It's all about the aesthetics and the savings.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going to shine.
Yeah. And then just making sure you can get the hardware you want in it. But I mean,
they have it's all Hipshot hardware. Yeah. I mean, you can't really fuck with Hipshot. I mean, it's good stuff. If you want a Floyd, it has real Floyds, not like the Floyd 1000 MP or whatever the fuck. No, it's a real Floyd bridge. And everything on them is high grade. There's nothing shit on them at all.
Yep. So,
again, the $2,000 price tag difference. And forget it, if you want something super custom from Aristides, gape your butthole, because you're going to pay $3,000 to $4,000 more than you'll pay for something custom from Rough.
Yeah.
Like I said, Aristides is probably going to go home and do a little thinking, I think.
Sharpen a pencil or two.
Or Rough's going to get a big head after NAMM, and they're going to jack the prices up, and then there's really, at the end of the day, now it's a competition between a company without lineage, a company that's proven itself.
Yeah.
Then people, if the money's close, they're going to go with a company that proves themselves, because Aristides don't fuck around. When you buy an Aristides, you don't get a year warranty card. You don't. You know why? Something happens to it, for the rest of your fucking life, they take care of it. You know, that's a statement, man. They believe that much in their stuff that they cover it the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Now, if you sell it used, that person's fucked, but you're covered.
Yeah. Can't say much for any other companies that offer that.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's out there.
So yeah, Rough Guitars. It was one of those things. I didn't even check them out either until like the last day. I wasn't even interested because I've just been such an Aristides fanboy. But like 5 people come up to me and goes, "Have you seen those? Like they're significantly cheaper, but I don't see the difference." I'm like, I've touched some Aristides. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah. If
someone's making something close to that, cheaper. Well, hi, this is the Truck Driver Sean. I'm a cheap bitch channel. My fat ass waddled right over there, and they didn't know who I was. I did not say I had a YouTube channel. I was just like, "Hey, can I play one of these?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." They sat me down, let me play with the amp.
Yeah.
They learned a very valuable lesson. Don't buy used amps from Guitar Center. Yeah. The amp sounded like shit. I've never had a Mesa sound that bad in my life.
Brutal.
But I played it. I was extremely happy, and they were so happy that I just stopped and played for like 15 minutes because no one was stopping and playing. They'd stop by and look, and then they'd go on their way. Stop by, look, go on their way.
Right.
And I just couldn't believe it. Like they offered me a pretty sweet deal to buy one, like sight on. And it was hard to say no. It really was. But I knew I was ordering my new Deviant.
Yeah.
That made it tough.
You had
it kept me honest at NAMM.
you had a guitar on your back that that you were likely getting more from as well.
Yeah. And they checked it out, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're like, "Can I check it out?" I'm like, "Sure, of course you can."
Yeah.
And they were like completely surprised that I yanked it out.
Okay.
I've had girls like that too.
I could picture you yanking it out whenever you feel like it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
when I was younger, we called it a helicopter. Now I call it a propeller. It's a way different thing.
So, like, not too much drama happening there. There seemed to be a little bit of drama between Rabia and Rob Chapman, a little bit.
I don't know if it was drama as much as everybody knew there was some unspoken something.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like a malicious thing. I just think it's Rabia's getting this attention that's putting him in the clouds.
Yeah.
Chapman had a booth, if you could call it a booth, and no one really gave a shit. Like, they were trying to get people to stop, and no one gave a shit. But yet, 30, 40 people at all times were standing there waiting for Rabia to do something.
Yeah, the Neural DSP booth was busy. And I didn't walk in once. But
I couldn't either.
I have my issues with Neural, but that's another story.
I love their plugins, but the Cotex is a fucking dumpster. It is a dumpster fire. You buy anything else, you're going to end up with something better. Literally.
The Quad Cotex?
The Quad Cotex, yeah.
Nice.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
Something like that. Something like that. I wouldn't quote you, but yeah. It's a half decent pedal, but it's
for $2,000.
It's missing all the core features it was supposed to have.
It's missing core features, period.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's sort of like me going, hi, here's my $2,000 Pentium preamp. If you want this to sound good, it's going to cost you another $1,000. It doesn't shine on its own. You have to kind of make believe. But really, this is better than the Quad Cotex. $300 by Ibanez, and it destroys it, slays it, decimates it. It's a far superior unit. 1/4 the size. And believe it or not, look at this. 3 times as many options. Just gonna put that out there. I've never seen such a disappointing fucking piece of gear in my life.
Yeah.
And they're dicks too. I tried to borrow one so I could actually prove it was a piece of shit, and they were smart enough to figure that out, I guess. No one said they were dumb. But yeah, they wouldn't lend me one because they knew I was gonna shit all over it like a fucking sumo wrestler with diarrhea.
Yeah.
They knew.
And the booth, like Rabia was doing some demos and stuff like that, and I heard his music start to play, and the way they had things rigged sound like I haven't heard something sound that horrible in a very long time, and it was like, wow, that's a cool song. I just walked away. Like, yeah, it was disappointing.
Yeah, they had one chance to do it right, and they decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
They put a lot of money into really cool fixtures and zero money into making that thing sound good.
Yeah.
So apparently looks is everything. But on the other side of that, you go right across, due left. Okay,
yeah.
that fucking Tone X.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Cotex. The Tone X. Oh my god. One, super nice people, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, Chris was awesome.
And it took me like 3 seconds, and it wasn't the perfect tone, but it was a usable tone. If I had to do a demo on the spot, I could have done it.
For sure, yeah.
In under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Not knowing how to use the unit, that's pretty impressive.
Played one, and then I ordered one. So I'll have one.
And $400, by the way. Other than effects, you're not missing a goddamn thing. And what's really awesome, now I don't know how this works because we didn't have the time to invest in showing me. If you have an amp you really love at home, and you're a caveman like I am, which means you know how to use the gain channel, but everything else on it you don't really know how it works. Like I have a clean channel on the KSR, I can't even tell you how to turn it on. It works, I hope. Don't know where it is, but it's on there. I got 2 clean channels actually. Don't know how to get to either one of them. Sorry, Kyle. Your gain's awesome. So, for me, I would love it because I have this thing right here called a monomyth skeleton key, which, if you're a guitar player, it will give you a bigger dick than your old lady will. That thing is a fucking phenomenal amp. And all I have to do is he said it was less than 5 minutes, to copy that onto the Tone X, and I'm at a gig using my $3,000 amp on a $400 modeler.
And if you want a backup, you just buy 2 more.
Yeah, and it's still less than a Line 6.
Yeah.
Or a Head Rush. Head Rush used to be affordable. I don't know what's going on with this new one, but it's fucking expensive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's cheaper than the Line 6.
Yeah,
and
well, pretty much everything
gives you capture capability. So it's an interesting unit, but it's I don't know. We'll see how it holds up.
Yeah.
The Line 6 stuff is at least very reliable.
Very much so, yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe the Head Rush will be good.
But then again, if you're like me and you don't give a shit about effects, that Tone X, for someone who likes their amps and doesn't like modelers, from what this guy was telling me, 99% of people cannot tell the difference between the amp they modeled and the Tone X when they do that. 99%. And these aren't like walking average dicks down the street. These are people that listen to their shit all the time. It's fooling people that know their amps.
Exactly.
So that's incredible.
And I mean, what's interesting about it too is that you actually have presence and depth control and all that kind of stuff that a lot of the other setups just give you, bass, mid, treble, and gain, and that's it. And Tonex actually dives into it a fair bit further. So.
And you got like super duper awesome, like super intuitive EQ options in that alternate thing. By hitting that button, you go down to your alternate. You got gates. You can change frequencies for everything. You can change your gain frequency, your mid frequency, your low frequency, your high frequency. You can even change your presence frequency. I've never seen that in anything.
Yeah.
Presence is usually just presence.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's that knob between middle and treble, somewhere. You have no control over it. Yeah, no, it's a cool unit. We'll see what it does. I got one coming.
So don't I.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rub my wiener on it.
Excellent.
Before I send it back to him.
Oh, okay. I had
Big fist everything.
I had to pay for mine, and this guy just has to rub his wiener on it, and then he gets it.
Actually, I'll probably end up buying it. So I'm one of those type of people. It's like the line, the Black Star I have over here. All I want to do is try it. The fucking thing was so goddamn good. I was like, son of a bitch! I'm gonna have to buy this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I did not see Black Star at NAMM.
I was gonna say, yeah, they weren't there at all.
So I wanted to ask them why they made the Amp 3. Because it is not as good as the Amp 2. The Amp 2 is a far superior unit.
Yeah.
Far superior. Why? Why make a less superior product? It's not about going backwards, it's about going forward, isn't it?
Ideally.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine if Line 6 goes, you know what, we're doing real good with the Helix, but you know what everybody misses? Pod Farm.
Yeah. The Line 6 Helix Pod Edition, and it's just like...
It sounds like shit.
$50 and it's horse shit.
Yeah. Makes no fucking sense at all. But maybe they know something I don't know. I haven't put my hands on one. Maybe there is. Shout out to Nine Cornell. He does a really good job when he does stuff. He doesn't do just like a 5-minute thing. He breaks it down. He talks about it. And when he did that, I was like, when's he going to say that this isn't as good as the Amp 2? Like, it has less options. It costs more. Where's the upside?
I don't know. Black Star's trying to make more money?
Well, of course they are. They're a company.
Yeah.
If you don't think companies are trying to make more money, you fucking don't understand business, right?
Yeah.
All right. Another thing that I didn't think I needed, I didn't think anyone would need, but once I saw it in action, I know. The Rock Lock, man. And a huge shout out to those guys. They actually sent me home with one. In 2 more weeks, you'll be able to get these on Amazon. And what this does... if you want to use strap locks, which we all do, right? I mean, who the fuck doesn't use strap locks now? Guitars cost too much money. You can't be having them fucking hit the floor, right?
Yeah.
This goes on just your regular strap buttons, and it literally locks into place. Doesn't matter what strap button is. I even checked to see it go on the PRS ones because they're a little bigger. No problem at all. So you can take that one strap across every single guitar you have. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like $20.
Side note, Buddy was pretty pushy, though.
Huh?
He was pretty pushy.
I'm glad he was.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. I don't think his name was Buddy, though, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, Mark.
Mark, okay. They were like, do you play guitar? And they're trying to pull people aside and everything else like that.
Well, it's because no one was stopping at these businesses that didn't have big names and, like, marquee setups.
Right.
That's the thing that's fucked up between vendors and people are like, I get to go see the new thing by Fortin. Yeah. Things like this are actually something people would buy.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about. Literally, that was the coolest thing ever. Is you can go into something like that, and I told the guys like, "Hey, that spiel you just gave me was like really good," and I figured out what this thing does, how to use it, and everything, like super fast. I know people hate repeating themselves, and I know you probably do all day long, but usually not to the same fucking person. I go, "Can I get my camera out and have you do that?" And the guy was like, "Absolutely." And by the way, biggest watched video of mine from NAMM is this. It's over 1,000 already.
Wow.
For me, I know it'd be like 1,000. For me, 1,000's a lot. Just saying, no one watches my videos, you fucks. Watch it, douchebags. But yeah, this thing, incredible. I'm going to do a video on it because I have a couple guitars that don't have strap locks. And I have lots of straps that I can strap on.
I was waiting for you.
Yeah. Welcome to the Pun City. That doesn't really work. Alright, fuck Guns N' Roses. But that right there,
Yeah.
Rock Lock, ROK, LOK. They're gonna be selling them through Amazon. So $20, can't fucking beat it like a sore meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cool unit.
What's that?
That's a cool unit.
Yeah, I loved it. There's a couple other things too. I found some stuff that I really wanted to have. That once I put my hands on it, I do not want to have, and I'm not gonna throw them under the bus though, because they are good companies. But how do I put this and not make it sound like I'm a dick? I am a dick, but I don't want to sound like one. Well, fuck it. Basically, you can make something 1,000 times. Every time you make it, it's a little bit different, right? Like overdrive pedals. I mean, I have a fucking wall of them.
Yeah.
Do they all really sound 100% different? No. Overdrive is overdrive is overdrive is overdrive. They have a little bit of a different flavor, but it's also why we have, what 170 toppings on pizza now? This fucking pizza's awesome. And you just gotta try stuff. So, there's a product I really wanted to try because everybody's making it sound like it was like the bigger than the devil type thing. And I tried it and I was like, wow. I'm going to walk away from this feeling I just wasted 20 minutes of my time listening to this asshole spiel, playing it. I was like, I got something at home that costs significantly less that does exactly the same thing. Like, that's just sad.
I'm not entirely sure what it is, but
I'll tell you. They're a good company, and I don't want to throw them under the bus.
Yeah.
Having Rev show up with a tilt pedal was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Tubbs gave them all away to his buddies of all fucking people. Thanks, Tubbs. Honestly, that dude's an awesome guitar player. Anytime if you can just catch him anywhere in Nashville, I mean, the fucking dude's a legend. He doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah.
Who's people you didn't see at NAMM that you're like, wow, this is kind of like that used to be their jam, and now they're not there? I have 3 right off the bat.
I mean, I was disappointed that there were a lot of guitar companies that didn't show up. I mean, I figured Kiesel would consider it, but they didn't bother.
Which is weird because they just launched a brand new model that they're pumping hard, and they weren't there. That's
because I can tell you in 2020, it was that booth had freaking everybody at it. It was packed the whole time, and they just haven't been back since. So I was kind of surprised. I thought they would be there.
Maybe they're still saving because they're not doing as good as they want everybody to believe they are. Maybe. So I'll tell you right now, that was on my list. I could probably go find my list.
Yeah.
Kiesel Guitars is on it because I'm not big enough for Jeff Kiesel to give a fuck about. He'll send 200 free guitars out to fucking everybody else on earth, especially if they had tits. Everyone with tits got a guitar.
Yeah.
Send me a guitar, Jeff! Fucking cunt. Anyhow.
Wow, I had to watch that from like 3 feet away.
3 feet?
I don't know.
I think you're only like a foot and a half away from me.
Okay, whatever.
But I really want to try the Airs too.
Yeah.
There's some stuff about it that looks really fucking cool. And let's face it, some of the finishes they did on that, I'm not going to take anything away from them, they just looked fucking stunning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where were you, Jeff? You fucking cunt.
Yeah. What else?
I'm going to say it was really weird not seeing Fluff there.
Yeah.
Because literally every time I've ever gone, he's always been there. That's Ryan Bruce for all of you that don't know what a Fluff is. Not seeing a Tone King there was upsetting.
Yeah.
Lewis, what the fuck? I've been waiting to meet this guy, and we chat from time to time. And it's like, I'm going to NAMM. He clearly will have to be at NAMM. Nope. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he's the original guy that I watched NAMM coverage from. I strictly watched just his coverage because I liked his coverage.
Right.
And he's the reason why I do this. It's a fucking Tone King.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say about him. He's always been super kind and super nice to me. And he doesn't have to. You know? He's always been a sweetheart. And he wasn't there. I was like legit bummed. I didn't see Robert Baker. It's like the one time I'm guaranteed to see Robert. You know, it's like, oh, Robert will be at NAMM. Nope.
No dice, yeah.
Like, and it's a bummer because if you've never met Robert Baker, he just makes every day better. Like, if you could just say hi to Robert in your day, he just makes every day better.
Yeah.
Seeing Gibson not give a shit when they have a lot of really cool stuff going on was a little disconcerting.
Yeah.
It's like they were too cool for school. I think
even set up a Kramer booth or something. Just something.
Well, there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. It would have been a great time to take and have the Kramer, Dave Mustaine stuff ready.
And you could use Mesa in the same booth since you own the damn company as well, right?
Yep, and it would have been really nice because I know the bigger YouTubers, like, the ones that when companies know that they need to get something out there, they walk right up, they put a little bit of lube around their lips, and they suck the shit out of their dicks. That Mesa Mach 7 is really good.
Yeah.
I was able to play one for like 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes I had an incredible tone dialed in, no boost pedal, no nothing. It was the first time I've ever plugged into a Mesa that didn't need anything.
Right.
It was good to go right out the damn gate.
Right on.
And I think they could have benefited greatly by putting that in front of people.
You bring a couple of those Kirk Hammett guitars or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice.
Something like that. Sure.
Especially the Purple Sparkle one. I'd be alright with that.
Like ESP had, the same kind of thing. Like they've got a lot of similar artists actually, but they've been there all the time, and I mean they seem like they're growing a lot more than
anybody else, really.
And I mean they just show up. And it was the same booth as last time and the time before that, but there were some cool guitars in there, and
they had a couple different guitars. I saw pictures like they got Arnold Gubowicz or Swishy, whatever the fuck dude. Arnold Happenwich.
Hablowitz. But anyways, yeah.
The hobo motherfucker. So anyway, Arnold plays guitar. Super awesome guy. I love running into him. He's just so nice. He took some incredible pictures from that booth, and I told myself every day, I got to get up to the ESP booth. Hell, stop and talk to Gary Holt on his way up there, and I was like, I should probably go up and watch Gary play. And just kind of be there to kind of support a fellow arachnid brother. And I was so busy on that main floor that I just didn't have time. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't understand when people say, it wasn't a busy NAMM, it was boring. I didn't get to do even half what I wanted to do. I did not physically have the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't even film videos.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to film videos here, I was going to film videos there, but the thing that happens that people don't realize in a NAMM that's not busy, to set up a camera and to do something at NAMM, if any of you were lucky enough to get laid when you're in your early teens, like, 15, 16, that area, it's like trying to fuck your chick while her parents are on the other side of the door. Every time you hear a noise or something, you gotta back out of it. You gotta try to make it look like you weren't doing anything. By the end of the night, you got a rough spot on the side of your wiener, and everything smells like a fucking Bad Gordon's factory. It's kind of like the same thing. You can't really film.
Yeah. Because
people are walking by, they don't give a fuck if there's a camera there. The only way you can do it is if you can put like this clear thing in the way so they can't walk through. Yeah. And this year, my biggest complaint, NAMM overall, fuck your headphones.
Yeah.
Fuck all you who brought headphones. Bing.
Give me an amp and a cab and.
At least give me an FR. Because one, motherfuckers are gross. There's people picking their nose and eating it, yanking shit out of the crack of their ass. I even scratch my balls. So fuck it, I'm just as guilty. I'm not talking like on the outside going, No, I'm talking like you reach in there, you grab the flesh of the boys, you try to open a Walmart fucking sack, give it a little separation, and off you go. And they're grabbing it and putting it on their ears. You don't know if they showered before they came to NAMM. I know for a fact 2 people that didn't shower before they went to NAMM. I showered every day, by the way. But you go in there and people are putting that on their ears, and someone like me, I don't have like massive OCD, and I'm not a germaphobe, but fuck that.
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
Somewhat. Yeah, no,
that's
exactly.
not even fair, dude. Like, okay, yeah, I smell good. So, but anyhow, it just sweaty, dirty people. Not you. You know what I'm talking about. You see the greasy fuckers walking around, right?
Yeah.
And some of them, like, were wearing a dress. It was fucking odd. California got a lot of them, by the way, and there's nothing wrong with it until they forget to shave before they show up, and that's a little fucked up. If you're going to dress like a lady, behave like a lady. Shave your pits, shave your face, okay? Just like your mom. All right, so enough of that before I get canceled.
Yeah. A little late for that.
No offense to the Alphabet Mafia. I love all of you. Not equally, though. I like lesbians more than I like homos. I'm just going to put that out there. They make better movies. So, it's a joke. Not really. But, if I have to watch either one, I'm picking the ladies every time. Personal preference thing. Except for the ones they film in semi-trucks. Not watching those.
It's definitely nice to be able to go around, hear people play. It gets a bit loud sometimes.
Yeah, but it was missing. Like, you hear someone playing, and they're on an unplugged guitar, and all of a sudden you go, "What am I hearing?" Doesn't sound like you're at a music convention.
No.
Not when you can walk through the string section, and all this beautiful music is happening. Someone's just trying a violin. Mm-hmm. By the way, the electric violin player at the Driftwood booth. Tell me how fucking cool that was.
That was cool.
Meshuggah on a violin.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why I'm impressed by that, but I'm impressed by that.
It was cool. It was a 6-string fretted violin, and he played it through a Driftwood.
Purple Nightmare.
It was the Purple Nightmare, yeah. It was deadly.
It sounded awesome.
It was interesting when he got into the loop in his head and he just started playing the same thing again.
Yeah, you definitely could tell he practiced before he went to NAMM. It was pretty funny.
But it was cool. There was a pretty big crowd of people showed up. And
I'm trying to remember his name. Something Strings.
I don't remember.
Fuck, I wish I could remember his name.
I think I got a short video clip, but
yeah, I need to go and find his channel because if he's putting content up like that, I want to watch it.
Yeah, it was cool.
The fuck, Something Strings.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not sure if he was involved with the instruments either, but
I don't know, but it was one of the coolest things. Like, and he just nonchalantly set up. It's like no one was making. He had a guy with him. He had a handler, but he didn't. No one made a big deal out of it until he started playing. Then of course I was standing around, I was just like I was supposed to be playing guitar. He like kind of sort of cut in front of me, and I just put my guitar down. I was like, let him have at it.
Yeah,
I'm bowing out at this point. I want to see this. I don't want to fucking hear my fuckery. I want to see this guy.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
Like I thoroughly enjoyed it, and he was a super nice cat too.
Yeah,
like, super nice guy.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I'll try to remember to put it down in the comments or something because he should be followed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also shout out to Merrick at Driftwood.
Yeah.
Awesome dude.
What's up, Merrick? And hey. And his wife, his significant other. What a nice lady.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, she put up with a lot of smelly dudes doing smelly dude things.
Yeah.
And she was there with a smile on her face the whole time. I know you're like, so what's the big deal? Her husband makes amps, blah, blah, blah. Go to any, not just NAMM, any music convention ever on earth and look at the wife that's with the husband that does anything. She's not happy.
No.
This one, very happy. Very helpful.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal. Like when you go to load something and your chick is with you fucking lugging stuff. It's not like she was a big built chick either, you know. She was helping her husband. You know, maybe it's a German thing. I don't know, but she was so nice.
Well, that's
so nice.
That's also a good sign that amp company will probably exist in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, and probably my favorite person I talked to, and this is nothing against everybody else I talked to. I love so many people, and I could go sit here and do huge shout outs to people that gave me some of their time. But spending my time in that Driftwood booth was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, just getting to know him a little bit better was amazing. Hearing him talk about his product and how excited he is to talk about it and how passionate he was about it was awesome. And knowing that he talks to other people and hands other people, the same as he handled me, was nice. Like, it's not because I have a YouTube channel. It's definitely not because I broke everything. Literally, I broke everything I've ever touched from Driftwood.
But
borrowed or otherwise.
He's also fixed everything.
Yes, he has.
That was broken.
But I will say, either something is amazing about the signature or something's wrong with it, because it's the only thing I plugged into that didn't break the first time. It's still living. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So either something is wrong with it,
or
something.
Some person who was at that show probably has it at their house right now.
Yeah, sorry about your luck, guy. But I played it and it didn't break, so something's wrong. Because I broke everything else. I literally broke everything. Fuck, I fried one thing. I didn't just break it up, I fried it. One end clear to the other. But yeah, Driftwood, I know a lot of people hopped on it first because it was a cool guy thing at first. But I think they got longer legs than that.
Yeah.
I think in the future, I think he'll be in the same discussion that, like, Friedman is.
Yeah.
I just think he is. He's going to be a legendary amp builder.
Yeah.
And just like Friedman, I don't think he'll ever be as big as Mesa because he cares too much. It's like Friedman. Friedman could have been huge.
Yeah.
He could have pushed that thing into every dark corner in the universe, but he wanted to control it.
Yeah.
Do you know that man still fucking tests every single amp that goes out of that place? I was blown away by that.
Wow.
He will not ship an amp without knowing it works 100% the way it's supposed to. Himself.
Nice. Well,
Shout out to Dave Friedman, man. That's what you call having a fucking sack. He's been around forever, and his name itself sells product.
yeah.
So like Fortin. Put Fortin on a dildo. 20 guys are going to line up to buy it. No kidding. 20 dudes will line up to buy a Fortin dildo. I promise you. Because it says Fortin. They'll be, this fucks harder than anything else. Watch while I show you. Meh, meh. Fucking Fortin fanboys.
Yeah.
Yes, I have Fortin stuff. But I'm not one of those guys. If something sucks that I get from Fortin, I'm way happy to talk about it. That's why he doesn't like me.
No.
Yeah. I've had some stuff to say.
Can't like them all.
No, you can't.
No.
And I've never been rude or mean. I probably will be next time, though.
Oh.
Just because he's a dick. Shout out to Mike Fortin. Fuck you, you cunt. So,
Happy shoutouts all around.
except for that fucking guy. So, yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Just notable things. One, Westminster Effects, couldn't ask for a nicer guy. He told me about some of the stuff he's going to be doing coming up. I'm super excited for two of them. One of them, I don't play that, what do they call that? That ambient worship music. My buddy Rex Barones, though, he'd probably love it. I gotta get them guys hooked up, because Rex he tours super churches.
Yeah.
What are they called? I probably shouldn't call it super church. Is that what they call it?
I think so.
Mega church. That's what it is. Not
Okay,
super
mega
church. Super church comes with a cape.
Super's not good enough. It's got to be mega.
It's a mega church. Like, he plays in front of a couple thousand people when he plays, and the Christian band he's in tours and plays faith songs and stuff every Sunday. For these mega churches.
Yeah.
And
he plays a lot.
he should be playing Westminster effects, not Seymour Duncan effects and this effects. He should be playing Westminster.
Yeah.
One, that is awesome. Two, it's a very good nod, for the company. It'd be good. It would get Westminster in with those guys a little bit better, and you get someone like Rex doing it, who's like a metal guy, but he's playing faith music.
And they do rock stuff. It's not all like clean tone.
No, I know, but Rex is decapitated.
Oh yeah.
In flames.
Yeah.
He loves his aggressive music, and I think that the people that pay attention to him that are into aggressive music sees he's using Westminster. They're not going to be as afraid to try it. They're not going to stick to the same. These are the 5 pedals we've used forever. These are the 5 we're going to use forever. Why not support a company that puts some good out there?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this is nothing I'm saying for Westminster, because literally the first thing that guy said to me is like, no, you don't have to worry about that stuff. I make good effects. Yeah, I'm a man of faith, but it's not about that. But at the same time, I think it's really cool that I know that he's a man of faith because of his product, not because I know him, right?
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And he makes great effects. I play metal. I say bad words. I have a massively dirty sense of humor. And the dude still talks to me, so clearly he's not beating some kind of drum that's unreasonable.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to him. Obviously Driftwood. Big shout out to the guys in the Legator booth for being very kind to the KSR people.
Yeah.
Because it quickly became about KSR, not Legator.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Kyle, who was extremely busy to take the time with me to talk to me, because I truly like that man. Mm-hmm. And I owe him lunch, which is funny that I'm coming up on 2 years that I have not returned the lunch favor.
Way to go.
Yeah, I'm a dick. It happens. He never reminds me of it. I remind him. So I know I owe him dinner. Actually, I owe the whole shop dinner. Now he has a bigger shop. I fucked myself. I got twice as many dinners as he did. But he's such a good guy, and kudos to him. That product is so fucking good. The Orion's gonna change some things, especially at the price point.
Yeah.
$1,900, and it's got 4 independent channels that just do crazy things.
That is definitely a stage-worthy amp.
Yeah,
Sure.
You don't need any pedals. That's the beautiful thing about it. You just don't need anything. I'd love to talk about the other amp, but I can't. And it's fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And when it surfaces, you will see it on my channel. I've already talked to the powers that be, and I will have it on my channel. And I might steal that one. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. It's fucking good.
I was gonna say, surprised it's not a Mesa or any of those other dickheads that didn't show up.
Yeah, Angle was there, and I didn't even get up to go see them. And they've been really kind to me. And if anybody from Angle just happens to stumble onto my video that I said I was gonna come visit, move downstairs, man. I'm fat. I move slow. I'm like a slug. I'm like Jabba the Hutt wiggling around fucking NAMM. I ran out. Even if they were downstairs, I might not even have time. I literally ran out of time. I didn't even get to go in and sit in the Dunble booth. And I wanted to try a couple Dunble guitars. I didn't get to.
Yeah.
I walked in and looked at them real quick, but they were so busy when I walked in there. I didn't want to sit there and keep doing this number like while people are trying to walk around.
Yeah, it's surprising. The time goes by real fast. We were there at basically 10 a.m. every day, 10 to 6, and
they had to remind us every day, but the last day they had to remind us to leave.
Yeah.
The last day. Oh, I was ready about 10 minutes after I walked in to get the fuck out of there. I just didn't want to talk to anybody. My fucking throat hurt so bad. My feet were killing me. My lower back was killing me.
Yeah.
NAMM lets you know you're out of shape in a hurry.
It was an endurance event. There's no question. And well, yeah. Well, I guess when there's a lot of loud amps, you end up with a really shit voice pretty fast. But
yeah. Why do people gotta call my phone?
I don't know.
Oh, it's Booty Call Becky. What's up, Hobag? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's that? Why are you whispering? Are you fingering your butt? I'm filming a video right now. Yeah.
Schedule. They want to know what Saturdays I want to work, and I didn't know if you knew what Saturdays you would be home or not.
I'll be home never on a Saturday. I'm just going to start taking Wednesdays off.
Shit. Nice.
He just swore on camera.
Oh, well. You swear all the time.
Why you gotta be so hateful?
I don't know, something like that.
I won't be home this weekend.
Right.
I'll be home next weekend. But it's a half a day, so you can work anytime. If I can get rid of you for half a day, I'm in here drinking coffee, filming videos like a jerk off anyways. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
Go make that money. Make that cheddar.
I will.
You don't need to bring Kevin home anything for dinner because he was supposed to skip like a half hour ago, but we've been making our NAMM recap video, which for some reason I thought it was going to take about 10 minutes, but we're rolling pretty hard on it.
What are we in? Like
okay,
40 minutes?
We'll get off here and finish it then.
Okay.
All right.
I still think it's weird that you're not talking like yourself.
Well, it's all good.
Thanks for letting me stay here.
You're welcome, man. You're always welcome to the house.
Right on.
I tried telling him that I don't even have to be here.
No?
No, he can stop by anytime.
Absolutely.
We got toys, we got a bed, we're good to go. That doesn't sound good, does it? We've got toys and we've got a bed, Kevin. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Will you touch my wiener? Will you touch my wiener later?
I don't know if you're good.
The fuck?
You make me dinner.
That's all I gotta do? Bitch, you're getting cheese and crackers and I'm getting a blowjob. I'll see you when you get home.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
I was eager to cut that.
No, I'm not. No, we're put it on there. Fuck it.
Right on.
I have like the coolest chick in the world. I don't give a shit. She's funny. All I have to do is make her dinner. She has no idea that she's eating peanut butter and jelly tonight. She has no idea.
No, man. I'm happy and sad that I have to drive north today. But,
Yeah, it's been fun having you around.
yeah, for sure.
Big shout out to Royce, Deviant Guitars. His guitars got a lot of action at NAMM this year for somebody who wasn't presenting.
Yeah, for sure.
And rightfully so. He's really, I know I was like, you talk about it because you use it. I use it because I fucking want to, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Did he have to talk me into buying another guitar? Did I have to talk him into building me one? Yeah.
I had to talk him into building me one.
He's busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking important. We're all of a sudden not. That's how it works. We might be his friends, but business is business. And he's a busy guy. And he's doing incredible things. He's getting... I have a build that will be coming to me a year after my first one. And they're going to look like they're built by two. Hell, I have one 6 months after my first one. It looks like it's built by a whole different person. He's just getting better and better and better with his finish work. So,
for sure, yeah. Yep.
It's very cool. Matter of fact, in a couple weeks, I'll have my Year with Deviant video that I'll be filming. I want to say June is when I got my first one. I think. I have to go back and look. But it'll be a year of the linchpin. It's been through a lot of changes. Just went through another one recently, just last week.
Mm-hmm.
Technically this week, right? No, we had it in NAMM, right? No, we didn't. We did it in...
changes happened after, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this week... It's funny to be talking about, like, all this stuff happened this week already.
Yeah.
The week just started.
Well,
actually, the week's almost over.
The week's almost over, yeah. Friggin' hump day.
Jesus Christ. No, it's Thursday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's after.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
Hump day was yesterday because I got humped.
Yeah.
Technically every day is hump day when I'm home, but that's the point. I got a nasty cricket for a while and she won't fucking little wiener on. Filthy animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just really cool. A lot of cool people I talked to from companies that I don't do anything with too. It was just really interesting that and not presenting, but took the time to stop and talk to me for a couple minutes. Justin from Two Notes. That was really cool. I got my unit back. I lent it out to the guy from Leveler for like months ago. I got it back. But I'm testing my new mobile rig, so I'm not using it this week. Sorry, dude.
Still the driftwood in there?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even talk about it. Peterson. I always want to check their stuff out, but being super expensive. Like their strobe tuners are expensive. Let's just face it. They are not for weak pockets, that's for sure. But you get your money's worth. I will say that after tinkering with mine, I am way happy with it. Tinkered with Royce's, which is different than mine.
Yeah.
Super awesome. They're interchangeable.
You got like the top of the line one.
Yeah, they're amazing. I know a tuner is a tuner is a tuner until you have one that actually tunes your shit right. Like, precisely right.
Yeah. Yeah.
How they're doing that, no one else is, I have no idea. Because technically it's just a fucking tuner, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Better microphones, better whatever, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'm plugged into it, so I don't think it's the microphone.
Well, it's picking up the audio somehow.
Yeah, it's doing something. Shout out to Peterson. And the dude in the booth, super awesome. I can talk about it now because, well, NAMM is over. They were selling them for $100 out of the booth. Yeah, that's a deal. But now I want one for here.
Yeah.
So I had to use my regular shit tuner here, which it is a shit tuner compared to the Peterson. Now, that's how they got me. Sold me a fucking cheap one at NAMM. Now I gotta fucking buy one at full price. There's a fucking studio here. Yeah. I should have went, when I knew it was good before I left, I should have went and grabbed another one. I really should have, but you'd be stupid. Didn't do it.
Oh. You just shit all over yourself.
I did. I'm like monkey at zoo. I sling poo. Yeah. On myself, not on you.
Yeah, it was.
I just rap because rapping is so hard and rhyming. Oh boy.
It was tempting to buy a lot of stuff, and
oh god, yes.
Unfortunately, you only have so much room in the vehicle and so much room in your wallet. But yeah, it was a lot of cool stuff. It's definitely an exciting time to be a guitar player because, I mean, man, 20 years ago, this stuff didn't exist.
Yeah. Mono bags, you fucked up. Because I had to stop and show my fucking mono bag no less than 50 fucking times while walking around NAMM. It wasn't the guitar that was in it, it was the goddamn bag.
Yeah.
And Royce did too, if I remember right. Like, he had to stop a whole shitload of times so people could see the bag.
Yeah.
Shame on you for not being there, and real shame on you for not hooking motherfuckers up that are stopping to do it. You owe me 3 fucking bags, bitch. Give me my fucking bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff, run guitars. There was a company in there with Dunnable too, but I can't remember what they're called because I couldn't fucking read it.
Yeah, it was
looked like a death metal symbol. Yeah. But they had some pretty cool, like, there was BC Rich and there's those fucks.
It kind of looked like Kerry King styling.
Yeah. It definitely looked like,
Like the
they definitely leaned into the death metal world for sure.
Yeah.
Unapologetically leaned into the. You know what else is a huge disappointment?
What was that?
I'm not meaning to offend anybody who put their hard work into building this crazy guitar that they thought was like boutique, but the boutique guitar showcase was anything but.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing. That I didn't see one thing in there. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, like Strandberg was in the boutique guitar showcase.
And they're not boutique guitars.
They're
headless
Strandberg.
fucking bolt-ons.
I don't know. It was bizarre.
Yeah, it was
OD
not
Guitars
boutique.
was probably the nicest in there. OD Guitars from Israel, right?
They were okay, but I don't know what everybody's. I know that everybody loves them, but I looked at it and I was like,
Yeah.
it's better, and it's not here. You know? And when you see boutique, you should see boutique.
Yeah.
When you're asking $8,000 for a guitar, it shouldn't look worse than the $2,000 guitar you yank out of your backpack.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Ormsby, super killer guy. I could not believe he was that nice.
Yeah.
He didn't give me the Dino guitar, which I was a little upset about. And he told me he could never send me one because it's just too much of a hassle.
Oh.
Which really bummed me out. Because I can't justify buying one because I play Gorilla and I play Deviant. That's my thing. You know, I love my Gorillas. I love my Deviants. They both serve a purpose for me. That makes sense.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I know what I mean. There was... I don't know, there's just so much stuff there.
No, having Gus there was a little upsetting too because he's got some really cool shit going on.
Yeah.
And I know that it's a financial burden, especially bringing stuff down from Canada is a bit of a pain in the ass. But Gus is NAMM worthy.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
he's NAMM worthy. He should be at NAMM.
Well, in 2020, he was down in the basement at the back, which was really surprising. I'm just walking through, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, whose guitars are that? And then, you know, I met him, and there were a lot of interesting connections that were there that I didn't realize would be there. But he had some kick-ass guitars, and his paintwork is fantastic.
Thanks for starting my guitar today, Gus, by the way. And if you lied to me, I'm gonna fucking hang you. Just saying. I'm itching for a new guitar. I need a new guitar! Like, stat. My dick's tired of being rubbed on these ones. I need something new to rub my dick on.
That's not quite how you play the guitar.
That's how I play it.
Oh, okay. That gives you the extra percussion.
It's like an oboe. That didn't sound fucked up in my head, but as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, oh, Jesus. I'm not going to be able to back out of that one.
Wow.
That was playing out. It sounded right until it came out of my mouth. Ah, Jesus.
That's called improv right there.
Oh my God. That's just fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Things I didn't see at NAMM that I wanted to as well is, like, I was really hoping, like, I'm a nobody YouTuber, so having t-shirts and stuff made for me is a bit of a challenge to find a very inexpensive way to be able to get it to the people at a price where, you know, they're not losing 2 hours of their pay to have a t-shirt with my fucking shitty symbol on it, you know? And I use a local company in Joplin, Missouri, and they killed it with my shirt. They really did. That shirt's fucking awesome. I'll be proud of that shirt forever. But I lost $8 a shirt selling them because I can't charge rock concert prices for a shirt. And not bitch about what I'm paying for a Metallica shirt.
You gotta give them the rock star experience first before they'll pay the extra $8.
No, it was an extra $18.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost $18 a shirt.
$18 a shirt. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
By the time I shipped it, you know?
These tears are real then. Wow.
Yeah. there's so much stuff. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing mentioning stuff.
Um,
I know I am. It's just like, I know
Well-
there's going to be one I'm going to bite myself on.
EMG should have been there.
Especially with what I found out with the EMG. You guys, I actually have a video I'm going to be making probably after Kevin leaves on the upgrade I did to my linchpin. I put the EMG 81X in it. Phenomenal pickup. Especially if you listen to it next to a Fishman Modern. I hate to say it, but it walks up and pisses all over that Fishman Modern.
Yeah.
Literally pisses all over it. And it's cheaper.
We were
Significantly cheaper.
we were getting like progressively more and more disappointed with Fishman as the last week went on. It was just like everything else seems to sound better.
Yeah, put Lundgren's in something instead of Fishman, all of a sudden, like, wow, that guitar comes alive.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, there's 2-0. Yeah, Fishman ain't looking so good.
No.
And then, of course, you know, my linchpin, my original TDS rack pickup just fucking shits all over everything anyway. It's just an incredible pickup. It's a real shame that Rich is fighting the things he's fighting with, because that pickup is a marvel. Just is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
my Fishmans are, I've yanked them out of everything except for one guitar now. Yep. Yanked them out of a 7-string too and put an EMG 81X in that motherfucker.
No, I guess it's just this guy.
Yep. That one I'm leaving alone just because that's how Royce does his thing, and I figured if someone wants to try something that Royce does, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I could change my mind next week and rip them fucking things right out.
Yeah.
I very well might.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really like those Lundgrens. Those Lundgrens sound really... I've played Lundgrens before, and I don't remember them sounding that good, but I guess they've done something different, and the M6s now are different.
I'm not even sure. They did sound good.
Yeah. Even at that low-ass tuning, they sounded really
Yeah.
good.
With those frickin' ropes for strings.
Yeah. Yeah, you can either play guitar or you can dock your boat. Shout out to Orbit Culture and their need to, like, you know, take the jump rope away from all the 9-year-old girls. That's why they don't go outside anymore, because they need them for a fucking E string.
Yeah.
Ring around the road. Hopscotch, is that what they call it?
Hopscotch.
When you go, use the Orbit Culture strings. My mama said, your mama. Whatever the fuck the bitches did with that thing, I don't know. They hopped around on one foot and jumped over the rope.
It's been a long time since we were in those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long ass time. I'm pretty sure it's called hopscotch though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, other companies, I mean, obviously Fender wasn't there, Gibson wasn't there.
PRS decided just to stay across town.
Yeah, PRS
Which
decided
was
to
awesome for
snipe
their dealers.
people from the show and bring them back to their location.
Which I get it, because you don't want your fanboys drooling over your shit when you want your dealers to have the time that it takes. I get that. But at the same time, they had a really good opportunity with some, like, I was looking forward to playing the new Dusty Warren. I really wanted to play that because I hate Floyd's. That's why I never fucked with the other one. I just know it wouldn't be for me, and now they got a hip shot hardtail. Now it's for me. I wanted to try it. Let's face it. Again, not a big enough channel. PRS is not sending me a $2,200, $2,600 worth of fucking his guitar to my house for me to chug away on like an asshole. They're just not going to do it. And they're very kind.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing PRS for, what, fucking decade now? They're not going anywhere. They're right there. Now they're in the front or the back of my boat. You can see my boat.
They look like they're in the front.
Yeah. You know why? I fucking love that guitar. I've played it naked. I can't say that for all the other ones.
I see. So in other words, I shouldn't pick up that one.
Oh, dude, you definitely should.
Oh.
You might cockfish yourself, but you'll be all right. Just wash your hands. You'll be fine. You'll live. Promise.
Okay.
No one's died, and I do it all the time. So just kidding. I've only done it once, and then I did wipe it down.
There's a special hole on the back just for that.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing for me, considering every time I run into Paul, it's always so awesome. He's the nicest guy on the planet, and then they're not there. I'm like,
You know, Floyd Rose wasn't there. Hipshot wasn't there, were they?
Nope. Hipshot I don't think ever goes, do they?
I thought they were there in 2020.
Oh.
You know, as far as other hardware, did Fishman didn't show up, did they?
Fishman was there. Yeah.
Oh, they were actually there?
Yeah, they're dicks.
Oh.
I stopped to ask why I'm having problems with it. I generally, if someone could explain to me why I'm having a problem, then I would fix the problem, reevaluate my thought, and carry on.
Mm-hmm.
But they couldn't, and they didn't want to.
Great.
Literally, they just didn't want to deal with the question.
Right.
So, yeah, we started yanking Fishmans out of guitars. Not out of spite, but just, if they won't answer it or can't answer it, then do you really want to use it?
Yeah.
The answer to me is fuck no.
Yeah, exactly.
I got way better options. I just do.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of options out there.
Yeah, and companies that actually want to work with you.
I don't care if they want to work with me, but at least answer my goddamn question.
Yeah.
And have a solution. If you don't have a solution, go, well, can you get us some audio samples and we'll take a listen to it and see if maybe we just think it's defective and we'll send you just another pickup. So what do we have to do to get it right?
Yeah.
That would have been the correct way to handle it.
Yeah.
Going, turn your knobs. That's not the answer.
No. No.
Sorry, I've been playing guitar for a minute. I know how to turn my volume knob on. My funny part was, though, he goes, well, is your tone pot doing okay? I'm thinking to myself, it's got one knob.
Yeah.
There is no tone pot. So is it a design flaw that you have to have a tone pot, especially when they literally have directions to bypass the tone pot? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yay, Fishman.
some
Shout out to Ken Susi, though. You rock, dude. Ken's good people.
Yeah.
If he was there, he would have answered my questions.
Probably, yeah.
And he would have had a solution. Because Ken is Ken. So the guy's a fucking douchebag. Fire him. So yeah. I'm not advocating people losing their job, by the way, but that guy's a douche.
But the, in general, yeah, lots of people not there that should have been there. Ibanez was there, of course they're there. Seymour Duncan was there.
Ibanez was there, but they didn't have the models that they showed they were releasing like a week or so ago. None of them were there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was probably literally like it was like last year's booth, basically.
they made sure they had the two the two guys from Polyphia's guitars in there. They did make sure they had those, but they didn't have Henson's acoustic model.
No, they just had the electric.
That's the only reason why I walked in there. I wanted to actually physically play that.
Right.
Because something about it just, I don't know. I'd actually probably buy it.
Yeah.
Not because it's Henson's, but because it's beautiful and everything he plays on it sounds amazing. Just sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Anytime you mix beauty with sound, with an acoustic, it's the reason why I only have that Taylor. I've never needed anything.
Yeah.
So if you want me to buy something acoustic, oh, you got your work cut out for you. Yeah.
Amps push sound a lot nicer than Tonewood.
Yeah. You know who else wasn't there that should have been? Shay Monomath.
Oh.
He would destroy NAMM. He would. One amp.
That amp sounds deadly.
He'd just have one amp and a 2x12 cab.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the thing would be empty. Just put a couple couches there and a beer machine and some popcorn. That thing would be busy all fucking day long.
Yeah.
It's definitely an environment for an amp like that.
Yeah.
Nothing against the other amp guys, but that amp right there is just fucking smart. That's the best way to put it. And it's simple. Like, caveman simple. One channel. It's brilliant. It's also why I like the Darkest Nightmare. It's just one channel, and this Merrick did it fucking brilliant. I have a lot of one channel amps now, don't I?
Yep. Yeah.
5.
Well, and then you've got the other one that's for sale.
It's for sale, though, I'm not counting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed my NAMM. I don't think there was enough time, so people that said it sucked, well, they clearly are only there for like 5 things, and probably 4 of them weren't there. That's why they had a horrible NAMM.
Yeah.
Ran into a lot of famous musicians.
Yeah. A lot of YouTubers were there too, but
not the ones that should have been, though.
Yeah.
The ones that are considered the top ones, they weren't there.
No.
And they should have been. That's kind of like they just should have been.
Yeah. The main people I saw Mary Spender, I saw KDH, I saw.
I know. I gave him the finger like
Nice.
fucking 15 times. I was so proud of myself that he didn't even give a shit.
He did.
What a cocky little fucking cocksucker that bitch is.
I saw.
He's deceptively tiny.
Yeah.
He turns sideways, you lose him.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, anybody who walks around a guitar convention with a high school jacket on really needs to reevaluate their position in life. But I did, because he fucking called me a liar and like made a whole fucking video on it. I was telling the goddamn truth, so fuck him.
Yeah.
I gave him the finger. He never apologized for fucking being a fucking cuck. So fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He didn't seem to really. He didn't seem to be very sociable. He didn't want to.
No.
He was just kind of.
Neither was Mary.
Just walking around. Yeah.
Mary's shit didn't stink. I don't think it ever does, though.
I didn't get close enough to smell.
Yeah. I said hi and she didn't even turn her head.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't really watch her stuff per se because I find most of the time she opens up her mouth is very condescending, but still, like, seeing her in person, like, you can tell she doesn't overdo the makeup, which for a female YouTuber, huge points to Mary Spender. She looks like Mary Spender in person.
Oh, yeah. Identical.
And I got to see Ice. Oh my god, she is so beautiful in person. I thought she like put a shit ton of makeup and shit on for those videos. She's just a beautiful woman. She has an awesome YouTube channel. She plays aggressive. She's pretty. She plays Ormsby's left-handed because she's never been right.
Yes. Always been incorrect.
And she was so sweet. So sweet. And I'm like, damn. Being a beautiful woman and in a sea of sausage, I figured she would be very, like, no, she was a sweetheart. Made sure she asked about Luis Torres. Nothing like asking about another man to tear a man down. But she was delightful, and it was so nice talking to her in person. It really was. Check her out. Ice 19, I think, is what it is. Again, I'll figure it all out. Put it in the description.
Are you actually going to put it in the description?
Oh yeah, I support her whenever I can.
Okay.
She's just fucking brilliant, and she's kind and beautiful. She's what you want in a person, not a female YouTuber, but a person.
Yeah.
She's just cool as shit, And she plays. It's just she's so. You don't expect really pretty people to play aggressive music, right? How many do you physically know that play, not sing, play aggressive music?
Nuno. Somewhat aggressive music.
He just called Nuno pretty.
For a guy, yeah. Let's see.
Nuno don't watch my shit, but if anybody knows Nuno Bencourt, mark this right here. That this fuckstick from Canada said he was pretty.
He does his hair.
Jesus Christ.
There's like Sophie Lloyd and other people like that.
Sophie Lloyd. She has the best sense of humor ever. She had no titty at all. She's a carpenter dream. Little paunch belly, beautiful legs. And she makes sure those legs are hanging out whenever she can. She not stupid. And she's a cool chick. She just is. She's a real cool chick. And she can play aggressive music, but if you listen to her own music, it's not very aggressive. It's like high energy, like rock and roll. Leaning a little towards like the darker side of rock and roll, but she's a cool chick. She's always been super kind to people. And she was floating around a little bit too. She was like in and out.
I don't think I saw her.
I didn't either, but everybody else apparently did.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, and I mean Trey Xavier was there. Glenn Fricker was there.
Yeah. Glenn. Oh, Glenn Fricker. He is such a chaotic human being. Do you go pee? You go potty?
Maybe not.
She's like, there's a door in the way, dude. I can't. Oh, for the love of Christ. I think dogs would go to bed. All right. Go to bed. Go potty. We're going to cut this off here. We could sit here and talk about NAMM probably for another hour because I know we're forgetting something.
Oh, yeah.
Probably something major too at that.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And massive, huge shout out to Josh Lopez for just really inviting all of us and keeping it kind and fun. Jason Levasseur. Like I said, I feel bad for the FGN Legator booth because it really came about one little amp sitting in the corner. But the guitars I did play, I have a video up of it, were phenomenal. Jason's supposed to send me out a couple to check out, and I really hope that he does because from when I was monkeying with them until now, they've come a long way. Not just aesthetically, but build quality is definitely a lot better.
Yeah, that's that made in Japan aspect. Supposed to be the same factory that made Jackson's back in the day, right?
Yeah, and they're sourcing the woods here in the United States and sending them there, which is kind of like a backwards thing, right? Usually the woods are sourced from like Indonesia and other places in South America, not the United States, and they're sourcing it here and sending it out there to have the stuff made. That's pretty impressive, you know.
Yeah.
And none for nothing. Hey, Levasseur, why'd you not pick a goddamn guitar up? You were the best guitar player at NAMM and you never picked a fucking guitar up. He's ridiculously good, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, he's good. He's a fucking brilliant guitar player. Alright, very cool. Like I said, I can sit here and ramble so much shit off. It's hard to cram 3 days in one discussion. It really is. But everybody, this is Kevin Puumala. Your YouTube channel is called...
Just my name, Kevin Puumala.
It's Puumala. 2 U's.
Yes.
Because he's like fucking Canadian.
Finn, but yeah.
He doesn't like admitting the whole Canada thing. He's
Not
been
really.
fighting it for a fucking week.
Yeah.
He's fucking Canadian.
I'm gonna go cross that border tomorrow. Damn it.
Yeah, he's not crossing Finland. He's crossing into Canada. Because he's
Yeah.
fucking Canadian. But he's a dear friend, and I'm super happy that you stayed for a day or so before heading out. Matter of fact, he was supposed to leave about a half hour or so ago, and he's been very kind to sit here and be patient and do a video. And yeah, next year, man, because there's no summer NAMM, so
Yeah.
it'll be
January next year.
January, the original time. Think that's gonna make any difference for anybody?
I mean, it's gonna be bigger next year, I'm sure. But
You think?
yeah,
With the online marketing being as strong as it is, you think it's gonna be bigger?
I think so. Based on it's back to the normal time.
You think that's literally the secret to the sauce is when it happens?
I think a lot of people were sad about the June one last year, and then this one was just kind of a weird time. And there's lots of bands on tour and all that kind of stuff too. So I think January works for a lot of the dealers and manufacturers and stuff because it's kind of their slow time.
Yeah, it's
You know
also
what I mean?
they've slapped the book shut on the previous year, so
Yeah.
they can actually see where they are and all of it's fresh. They're not picking up broken pieces. They're worried about moving forward.
Exactly, and then it's a good time to release new products as well. So
Yeah.
I think January next year it will be a bigger show than this year. I don't know if it's going to be a lot bigger, but it'll be bigger.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see some of the big companies come out. Like Fender has no excuse. I mean, they're
Literally down the street.
yeah. So I mean, they should be there. But
And they had some
you
cool
know,
guitars they've done lately too. And then, of course, with the EVH line always expanding and stuff. I mean, I really thought they were going to be there because the rumor has it that the guitar that Wolfie's been using is going to be available for purchase in the tail end of 2023.
Yeah.
It's an incredible looking guitar, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about? The one that's like it's a semi-hollow.
I haven't actually seen it.
He plays it live. Like, that's what he uses for his live guitar.
Okay.
It's fucking amazing looking. It's gonna be available like in 3 different finishes, like black, white, and some kind of military green.
Nice.
And I'm not into semi-hollow bodies, but for some reason, like I've seen this dude play live like 3 times now, and his guitar tone's ridiculous. And he's literally just using a 5153 and that guitar.
Yeah.
It's like, is it the combination? Is it the guitar? I mean, is that semi-hollow body actually making a difference?
Hard to say.
Well, stuff I have to find out. And I really thought I was going to be able to.
Yeah. Not this year.
Wah, wah, wah. Does make a difference.
Yeah.
But then again, there was hardly no coverage now.
Yeah.
Sweetwater covered it, but they did it like a really fucked up Sweetwater commercial. bad look, Sweetwater. I'm just saying, you had all that extra time in the doors before anybody came in and after everybody left, and you literally did what you did at your own place. It didn't make it feel like it was a NAMM thing.
Yeah.
Shame.
Well, it was fun this year, and it's going to be killer next year. And
I hope so. And I really hope to. Not that everybody needs to know, but we're actually talking about making it like a guy's weekend type thing and boys week out type shit. Getting a B&B like with all of us crammed in there. It's gonna smell ridiculous when we leave, but we'll have fun.
Something like that, yes.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Kevin, for sitting in. Remember, check out his channel. Put a link to it down there somewhere, somehow, when I figure the fucking shit out. This is Kevin Puumala. He's from your mom. And I'll see you in the next episode. Keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. Don't be a dick. Have your mom show me her tits. Later.